Hello, Tatnik scholars. It's Mrs. Oser. This week, I'm going to read to you a new book from HarperCollins Publishers. It's Tad by Benji Davies. Tad was a frog. Well, that's not quite true. She was almost a frog. Tad was small, smaller than her Tad brothers, smaller than her Tad sisters. Tad was the smallest, almost a frog, in the whole wide pond. She was so small that she had to wiggle her tail twice as fast as any of the others to keep up. "Keep up," they would say, "or Big Blub will get you." Tad had never seen Big Blub. Big Blub, they said, was a great, big, nasty fish. Big Blub swam in the deep, dark, murky part of the pond. He was as old as the mud, they said. He would wait until the sun went behind the clouds, till the whole pond was gray, and then he would glide out from the dark patches. And gulp! No, Tad did not want to know. She decided to not believe in Big Blub. But just in case, she kept to the shallow, sunny parts of the pond where Big Blub could not get her. And when the sun went behind the clouds, she carefully hid behind the rocks and plants, hoping that Big Blub would not find her. Day by day, the tadpoles grew. They grew back legs, then front legs. They grew webbed toes. Their legs grew longer. Their legs grew stronger. Stretching their forelegs as wide as they could, they felt like they wanted to climb out of the pond. They rushed into the shallow water quicker than you or I can blink. Swish, wiggle, swish. Swish, wiggle, swoosh. Their tails got smaller and smaller until they no longer had tails at all. "We've lost our tails! We've lost our tails!" they cheered. All except for Tad. Every night they would find a big leaf and curl up together. But as the nights passed, Tad noticed fewer and fewer tadpoles to curl up with. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Each night Tad counted her Tad brothers and Tad sisters. 5, 4, 3. Where had they all gone? She didn't like to think. Tad played in the shallows with her last Tad brother and her last Tad sister. "You can't catch us, Big Blub," her last Tad sister called out into the shallows. But soon there were just 2. "It seems there are fewer of us than before, don't you think?" said Tad to her last Tad brother. And then there was only 1. But she was stronger, and she was clever, and she knew all the best hiding places. Big Blub would never catch her. "Oh no, Big Blub!" Tad swam faster than she had ever swam before. Then Tad did something that she had never done before. She swam up and up and up and up. Big Blub swam back, sank back into the deep, dark, murky part of the pond, back to the mud where he belonged. Glub, 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 glub. Tad climbed up onto a rock, her big round eyes blinking at the bright sky. It felt good to be out of the water. "I've lost my tail, I've lost my tail," she sang. Tad was a frog. She had a funny feeling, a twist in her belly, spreading out to the ends of her toes. She coiled up tight like a spring and jumped. The end. Thank you for listening, boys and girls. Please come to the library. You can check out books and movies and other items, video games. We can come to the door and get your list of what you like, and then we can pull it out the shelf in the library and check it out to you right there at the door of the library. So be sure and come see us to check out all kinds of wonderful items. Bring your library card and wear your mask. Bye.